What's going on, YouTube? What's up, fam? We back with another one. For this one, we got 1090 Jake. Y'all see, he covering a gang out of Chicago that go by the name 079 Faceworld or something like that. Got indicted by the feds. Got indicted by the feds for like 13 bodies and like heck of other stuff. So we finna get into this and break it down, see what they talking about. Yeah, drop a like, comment, subscribe. If y'all rock with me, share the channel. Other than that, let's get to this video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a Chicago gang that was federally indicted for 13 murders, armed robberies, carjackings, attempted murders, and apparently they're responsible for killing Chicago rapper Lil Mister, the man who created No Lacking. Now, you don't have to crash to get cash. There's an app called Free Cash, and all you have to do is sign up and literally play video games to earn real money. The app is fully transparent. I want to see y'all. All you have to do is screenshot the QR code on this video or click the link in my description.
Federal prosecutors detailing a ruthless years-long effort.
And then that's the thing, like, that's the crazy thing. All this stuff we've been hearing about Chicago this, Chicago that, all this, the war, Chicago war, and all that stuff from 2010 and up, and all that, bro. It's been a lot of murders. It's been a lot of every type of violence going on over here in Chicago. I say that to say this. Boy, it's a lot of people who got away with them crimes. And the feds coming through to pick up some stuff. If the feds is finna do a whole sweep of Chicago, it is finna be a wrap, boy. A lot of niggas is finna, a lot of faces is finna be gone, boy. That's
witnesses and rival gang members that allegedly included more than a dozen murders and other crimes, many of which have gone unsolved. It was a stunning moment of violence that sent scores of people running. The July 2020 drive-by shooting near 79th and Carpenter, as a crowd gathered for a funeral, wounded 15 people, most of them women.
I remember being
Then they shot up a funeral
out there after it happened and seeing casings all over the street and the sidewalk. And he said, this is like a war zone.
Father Michael Flaker offered a $15,000 reward after the shooting, which prosecutors now say was gang retaliation. It's one of a string of shootings detailed in a federal indictment charging 6 alleged members of the Faceworld street gang with racketeering, conspiracy, and other charges.
Cowards are the ones that spray crowds and shoot at crowds. If I remember right, there were children out there at the time with the adults.
Prosecutors say for years the defendants committed murder, attempted murder, assault, and other acts of violence, keeping victims' rival gang members and witnesses in fear, allowing the gang to engage in drug trafficking, theft, including carjackings, and other crimes.
It's right in the sweet spot of what the U.S. Attorney's Office does. It's a classic RICO gang conspiracy. They've done them for years, and this fits right in the mold.
The indictment also charges one of the defendants with the 2019 murders of 18-year-old Brittany Rice and 19-year-old Zenobia Brantley, who both worked at Walmart and were sitting in a vehicle after work near 77th and Eggleston. Another co-worker in the car was wounded.
It's a long-running criminal gang with a lot of murders to their name, and you can tell that by the charges.
All 6 defendants are in custody. If convicted, they could receive life sentences. And because these are federal charges, 3 of those defendants could face the death penalty.
Man, that is an active gang.
Yeah, no cap.
And for whatever reason, because this isn't that often it happens in Chicago, they have been federally indicted.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
There's
that don't happen that much in Chicago.
99.9% chance they are all broke as fuck.
Facts.
I ain't gonna be able to get lawyers.
Yeah.
And I'm most likely gonna be punished to the furthest extent of the government. Because they're fighting the government. They're fighting the US, the United States. And like it just said.
Did again, like about a couple of other videos. For those of y'all who don't understand what the feds is, that's like, okay, I get picked up for a case. It's going to be, my last name is Pearson, for those of y'all who don't know. So it's going to be Pearson versus the state of California. But if I get picked up by the feds, I am now fighting not just a state. I am fighting the whole U.S. It's me versus it's Pearson versus the United States government. Like it's a wrap. All the resources they got, you cook, bro. You don't got no money, and then when you do got money, they do stuff like what they do in the Little Dirk, trying to drain you out. It's like playing the weight game, all the extra stuff, like, bro.
And if they get convicted of the murders, they're fighting death,
Yeah,
a
at that
federal
point,
execution.
y'all might as
Now
well
this
go ahead
right
and
here is
plead out.
the actual indictment, which used to be under seal and is no longer. And the members include Tay Tay or Tay Savage, T-Roy, Ty, Lil Rob, Dinko, and Disco. Now the grand jury is alleging that all of these
Wait, what?
Disco. Now
Hold on, go back. Tay Tay, aka Tay. Ah, what happened, Tay Savvy? You was with my boy. You was with J Main Push a Piece, man. Damn, boy.
T-Roy, Ty, Lil Rob, Dinko, and Disco. Now the grand jury is
Tay.
alleging that all of these individuals, others known and unknown to the grand jury, were leaders, members, and associates of the Faceworld street gang, a criminal organization whose leaders, members, and associates engaged in acts of violence, including but not limited to acts involving murder, assault, robbery, vehicular carjacking or hijacking, as well as drug trafficking. The Faceworld street gang operated on the south side of Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere. Now, it would also say the Faceworld enterprise engaged in long-standing and violent feuds with several rival street gangs, including Woogle World and 900, among others. Over the course of these conflicts, Faceworld enterprise members and associates committed acts of violence against their rivals inside rival territory and in areas where rivals were believed to be located.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is based.
Now, for the dumb and uneducated, if you are in a broke-ass criminal street gang when you and your 8 homeboys aren't worth more than fucking $650,
All right,
and the
facts.
most expensive thing you have to your name is a gun, what the feds are gonna do is they're not just gonna call you a low-level gang, they're gonna call you an enterprise, and they're gonna say that y'all came together on behalf of this enterprise to kill, rob, and cause havoc in your community. They're gonna make you sound like you were the fucking mafia, when in reality, y'all are just roaches with guns, and they're going to use these terms to punish you and put you away forever.
Yeah, they just gonna make y'all look like the worst ever. Like he said, they just gonna make it look like y'all came together to just do crime, nothing but crime, and terrorize the city. Like that's they're gonna try to.
Purposes of the Faceworld enterprise included, but we're not limited to, the following: preserving and protecting the power, territory, operations, and proceeds of the enterprise through acts of violence, including but not limited to murder and assault and threats of violence, enriching leaders, members, and associates of the enterprise through, among other things, robberies and illegal. So this is my point. You see how they use words like enriching? They're trying to make it sound, preserving and protecting the power. Nah, bro, these are just young, dumb motherfuckers doing drive-bys over nothing.
I'll call them back.
Everybody wants to be tough. They want to catch a body so they can say they got a hat in a music video. But this is how the feds are going to make you sound to put you away forever. Now, the racketeering conspiracy began no later than in around 2019. It would list everybody here, and literally they're just being hit with racketeering because of multiple crimes they committed as a group. That's all they need to put you down for racketeering. You just got to do shit, and all y'all go by the same name, say the same shit on Instagram, throw up your little signs, and boom, racketeering. You're facing what, 20 automatically?
It's
now
over
within
with.
the overt acts in furtherance of the racketeering conspiracy, see, this is what they also do. Every crime y'all committed, they're gonna say was in furtherance of racketeering. It was in furtherance of the gang. You could go do some shit by yourself, but because you're claiming whatever, they're gonna say it was in furtherance of the entire group, and everybody in the group gets hit with it. On or about.
So pretty much what he's saying is, not within this RICO, not one person is getting charged with one thing. They're all getting charged with what everyone did, even if you didn't do it. Being that y'all are a gang and y'all came together to do like, this is how they gonna maneuver through the courts to get the jury to look at y'all as the worst ever. Like,
March 15,
that's all they're trying
2019,
to do.
defendant Dante Harper.
That's all they need to. They don't need to get through to the judge or nobody else. Just get through to the jury. The judge just gives y'all the sentence, but it's up to the jury if y'all guilty or not guilty. So therefore, that's who they're talking to, pretty much, the jury. Like,
shot and killed Antoine Fields, also known as Mr. Co-conspirator 3,
y'all be
who
doing
was
crime
dead,
and don't even
drove Harper
giving
during the shooting.
out.
Now, Lil Mr., correct me if I'm wrong, was the person who came up with the term "no lacking." Lacking obviously meaning like, oh, you was slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be on point. You can't lack, because if you're not paying attention, if you're not aware,
Can't be lacking while it's
you
cracking.
end up getting shot. And that's why it was big when he met his demise, because he's literally the person that came up with the term "no lacking." I mean, this video I think has like what, 10 million views. Let me see real quick. 10 million views. This is from 13 years ago. Damn. So this was back when drill was literally just starting up or starting to become mainstream, and he wasn't on the side as a lot of the bigger rappers that we know,
right?
But we'll get into that and we'll see exactly who he was associated with. Now, this is a legendary interview from a Chicago legend, Zach TV, who was one of the first to actually be doing interviews on the land in the streets of Chicago, and unfortunately it would also lead to his untimely demise as he himself was murdered. But this is a little Mr. interview from 8 years ago.
Who the fuck do we have live on Zach TV?
Wah. We got Wappo, Little Mr. Man from Chicago, man. You know I'm coming Montana. We on Zach TV now, man. Zach TV, the one and only, man. By me being a stand-up nigga for my homie, I got his hands. So when I'm in the county punching niggas, you see King Jojo on my hands.
Whoa.
You see King Jojo on my hands. It's the same shit for everywhere. You feel me? Anything can happen anywhere. Nobody untouchable. Anything can happen up in here, from here to Jersey to Cali. You feel me? It's all about no lacking.
It don't matter where your ass at. If it's your time, it's just your time. Real shit.
That's true.
Everybody know who my people is. Like, you want to be, and then the thing I was saying, you want to be like my cousin. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like Dirt and all this shit.
That's what I was gonna say that, but I didn't know. But he looked like the dude. Yeah. So yeah, this Lil Dirt cousin.
I call blood. You feel me?
Whoa.
He on the other side.
Huh?
You said Dirt your cousin?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Now, it's always eerie to hear somebody talk about how
Durden said fuck
it's
my
all
cousin
about
in
no
a
lacking.
few songs.
When it's your time, it's your time. And then their time comes. And it's like, damn, you know, they knew it, we know it. But when it actually happens, like J-Mane says, it hits different.
Facts.
Now, Complex News will post in 2019, 24-year-old artist who is also the cousin of Lil Durk, Lil Mr., was shot in the head on Friday night. Lil Mr., aka Lil Whopper, was reportedly shot and killed Friday night in Chicago. He was 24 years old, real name Antoine Fields. He sustained a bullet wound to the head at around 7:15 p.m. in the Inglewood neighborhood. The rapper was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead.
Rest in peace.
And these are just posts of Lil Mr. with a whole bunch of people, including JoJo, who was also killed, including Duck, who was also killed. I mean, you got King Lil J, who killed his career.
Yeah, King
just
Lil
a lot
J.
of big Chicago names showing that Lil Mr. was in the midst of everything. Now, Chicago Hits on IG would detail the indictment and would also show some of the murders. So this is Tay Tay from Faceworld. and Dewey, who is dead. And these two are the ones responsible for killing Lil Mister. Apparently, Tay Tay is the one that shot him in the head, and Dewey was the driver. Dewey would later die. I don't know how, most likely murder. This would show the murder of D Rose from Wooga World. T Roy would be a shooter. Dewey would be a shooter. Ty would be the driver this time. Dinko went and killed Harold Green. Ty went and killed the two girls. T Roy drove and Dewey would shoot another two girls. And it would just detail all of the crimes that were committed.
Y'all had to be talking too much.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the comments are saying it looks like this gang was killing a whole lot of innocents. We don't know if these women were setting people up, if they were boyfriends of somebody else. Dewey was.
Because I was gonna say at the beginning of the video when they were showing some of the suspects of what was going on, it just seemed like a bunch of innocent people. It didn't seem like nobody that was from the opposite gang. Like he said, and that's why I didn't say nothing. I don't know if they was set them up females or what. You know what I'm saying? So. That's crazy, but it do look like they was just killing innocent people.
Apparently sliding a lot, and he died as a result of living that type of lifestyle. But this gang is behind a lot of negative shit, a lot of dark shit. And I mean, it's everywhere in Chicago. It's everywhere in a lot of places.
Facts.
But in Chicago, it's just become normalized to hear these type of things. It doesn't even hit the same. But this is the group that is behind the murder of Lil Mister. And years ago, if you look back on Reddit, you even had people guessing who was responsible. Dewey was a name that they brought up saying that he's the one that did it, but come to find out Tay Savage, whatever you want to call him, is apparently the shooter.
That's not the Tay Savage I thought it was.
But hey,
yeah.
Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. With a gang like this,
man, that's the video. But I'm gonna put it like this: y'all cooked, and if y'all fighting 13 bodies, bro. Y'all gonna get convicted for at least 5 of them, bro. It's like y'all just doing too much, and y'all time came, and it just came to y'all past biting y'all in the ass now. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Drop a like, a comment, subscribe. If y'all rock with me, share the channel. Other than that, man. Yeah, I hope y'all having a good Christmas. Had a good Christmas, however y'all want to look at it. But yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one, man. Y'all just be safe.